This is the moment we've all been waiting for.
Sometimes you got to know what you know. They're going to call it cockiness. They're going to call it arrogance, but you're going to call it confidence. Because I don't want my confidence to, I'm going to say something and I want you to hold on to it, all right? Get your cameras ready because this is game. Do not allow my confidence to offend your insecurity. If I could get up and dance, I would dance right now. If I could get up and shout, I would shout right now. Do not allow my confidence to offend your insecurity, because I dress like I dress because I'm confident. I look like I look because he's confident. We walk like we walk because we're confident. I don't even use cologne. Now, somebody asked me, what is that you're wearing? I say, confidence. It's my...
Look at this guy. Man, you guys know you're like a star now that the Rams won the Super Bowl.
Look at this side.
And of course, here he comes. Listen, is he smoking a cigar? He's really gonna. What? Oh my God! Yes, Rudy.
Rumble! Finally! The Ramilius Sports Report returns to the Rumble Show. Rumble!
Roll down the window.
Yes, Rudy.
Put down the top. Crank up the Beach Boys, baby. Don't let the music stop. We gon' ride it till we just can't ride it no more. From the side, baby, to the side, from the west side. Let's go. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
What is up, my Ramalia fans of the Los Angeles Rams? Hope everyone's having a great Thursday night. Thank you for coming in and spending your Thursday with me for a few minutes and few moments. And any time that you give me, it's much appreciated. Just got off of work not too long ago, and I put that extra clip. That was an old TikTok or Instagram clip. That was Deion Sanders. I just had fun with it. Put the Rams videos in there and that's exactly what I say when of course, I'm a Rams fan since 1979, since I was a kid, and we've been through the trials and tribulations and the highs and lows, and we've seen it all. We've seen the greatest show on turf, basically the greatest offensive teams in NFL history. Now, they don't have the hardware as other teams, but you can put up a Marshall Faulk, an Isaac Bruce, a Torrey Holt, a Kurt Warner, Kevin Carter on the edge, on and on, Ray Agnew, Mike Jones, on and on with any Super Bowl team in the modern era or back in the day. And then the new round, Aaron Donald and Leonard Floyd and on and on. So we have that. So that's not something to hi, my baby. My granddaughter. Hi, baby. Go ahead and open the door. Hold on. You got it? Here, hold on 1 second. You got it? Okay. My granddaughter came into the other room. Okay. So don't mistake being confident for being arrogant, because I'm very confident. The same guys that brought us the Super Bowl, and also Stan Kroenke is his second Super Bowl as a Ram. Majority owner, now minority owner, now majority owner. So we still have the guys that did it. We have young cats in there. So that's why I wanted to put that little piece in there. So let's get right into it. Stetson Bennett, Les Snead, we'll get into that, is talking about how the off time benefited from him. He just basically needed a break, and they're not going to go into it. It's his business, his personal journey. So they don't need to tell us everything. It's his business, and he's ready to go. Also, too, he's looking good in camp. Guys are looking good. Kyren Williams with the foot injury, he'll be fine though. But the quote unquote advantage of that is that Blake Corum gets most of the first team drills, and he's going to be leaned on. Kyrie Williams, yeah, you want him to be there as well, and but he already knows what's going on. He's there to help out. He'll be fine. It's not a bad injury, and then we all know that the Glock 9 Matthew Stafford wants a new contract, but is he sitting out like someone over in North NoCal, the man who put the ball on the turf and helped them lose that Super Bowl? He wants a contract and he's sitting out. So God bless him. God bless you, CMC. And but anyway, it happens. These guys have to do what they have to do. But get that money. But yeah, Stetson Bennett took some time off. He needed it. He's recharged because the guy was a walk-on. Nobody ever handed him anything, and he has his trials and tribulations. He's a young fella, and so he's getting himself together. And well, I'm all for it, man. I'm even if he didn't play for the Rams, he did come back this year. But we always want guys to do good in life, so that's that. And then the other thing too is Aaron Donald's birthday. Happy birthday, champ. Here we go. My guy, Aaron Donald, the great Aaron Donald. And yesterday was Dre Bly's. I missed posting it. God bless you, Aaron Donald. Yes, indeed, the GOAT. Hopefully he'll be back this year because we lead right into. Actually, let me do this clip real quick of I believe it's his wife posting this little clip of him. Tell him happy birthday, babe. His wife is letting him know. Let's see. Where are you? Just cute little gif, I guess. Happy birthday, she says. Say cheese. Looking good and rested. And that leads us into Aaron Donald. We're talking about Aaron Donald. Happy birthday, Aaron Donald. And my guy Aaron Donald. And hold on one second. Hold on, baby. Come over here. Come over here, baby. Hold on. Wait, baby, hold on. Can't go back and forth, baby, okay? All right. My granddaughter had to go to the other room and she couldn't open the door. Live show. Okay. So that leads us to Aaron Donald. Cooper Kupp and the guys saying that his locker is still up. Kupp is holding out hope for a return. Here Rams Digest out holding out hope for Aaron Donald to return. This All Pro is hopeful that the Rams will get Aaron Donald back this season, which we all are. It's not going to happen anytime soon. Most likely, if it did happen, it'd be closer towards the end of the season or playoffs. And then here's a tweet. Cooper Kupp told me they still have Aaron Donald's locker up and ready if he ever wants to come back, and that he's going to keep saying these backhanded comments in the media. I'm so happy for him, but if he ever wants to come back, he's more than welcome. So there you go. And he's not going to lead his hand, and he knows if he did come back, it's payday. And there goes my motorcycle alarm. It's payday. And then also, too, before we get into the chat, Stetson Bennett, Rams GM says, Stetson Bennett back with the Rams GM said QB needed a break from football last year. So he got the break and he's ready to go. So we're all for it as well. So let's get into the chat. Thank you guys for coming in. I appreciate you guys on this Thursday night. Do you remember the great says Rabili is legit? Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. This is my guy, David Corona. What up, everyone? 49ers all day, every day. David says, what up, Rudy? Can you drop the link so we can talk? We'll see if we can do that. We had an issue with the last time because guys Some of the guys in the chat were saying we weren't staying on topic, but we'll see what happens. So Jim Everett says, David Cronin is a Rams fan. I believe his uncle is a Ram fan. I always get it wrong. His uncle or his dad was a Ram fan. But one of his, let's just say, one of his family members was a Ram fan. Yes, indeed, Rams hosts. And David says, no, not Jim Everett. It's 49ers all damn day. You guys are funny. Supper 77 says, Jimmy boy. DJ Fono, what's good, Romney? How you doing, brother? Appreciate you. There's my guy, Carcast, 49ers Talk. It's a Niners all day, every day. How you doing, Carcast? Carcast is a big 49er fan. Props to him. Jack 42 says, Hola, Rudy. How you doing, brother? Appreciate you. Let's see. Gerard says, Puka one-handed catch over Ward. Yeah, love it. Let's see. There's my guy Stockton. I'm here, Mio. Props to you. And Carcast, no cussing, Carcast. You're a minor. There's not supposed to be no cussing. It's okay to be passionate about your team. All right, let's see. There's my guy Gilbert. How you doing, Gilbert? Killing the Rudy, Rams host. Yes, indeed, baby. Yes, indeed. Jim Everett says, Debo cried, Carcast. Supper 77 is Jim Everett. That two doesn't have the balls to come here. Sky Missile, Los Angeles County Rams. Yes, indeed. My guy Andrew says, what's up, Rudy? I'm doing good, brother. Appreciate you. Let's see. Supper 76 said the greatest show on turf was almost unstoppable for years. Yeah, man. Listen, unfortunately, I'll say it this way. I don't like to hold back. I'll say it this way. They should have kept Dick Vermeil as head coach, even though they didn't want to lose Mike Martz, the up-and-coming coach, that orchestrated the greatest show on turf. He was offensive coordinator. I liken him to Kyle Shanahan, who's a great play caller, but not head coaching material. That's what I feel about Kyle Shanahan. He's a great head coach. I mean, a great offensive coordinator, but leaves a lot to be desired with the people skills and the head coaching skills. When Dick Vermeil was there, he would kind of rein Mike Martz in. What are you doing? He'd kind of call him on it. We needed that in that Super Bowl against the Patriots. We would have played them 10 times. We would have beat them 9. Unfortunately, we lost that Super Bowl, and Dick Vermeil did some other things that I didn't agree with. But Mike Martz did some things that I didn't agree with while he was head coach. A few things. And they were very important. And I think if Dick Vermeil was there, we would have got at least one more ring. We left rings on the table with those teams. Definitely. Jim Everett says CMC fumbled. Roger Craig is proud. That's the thing about CMC. Now, the reason why they brought in CMC is twofold, right? Twofold. You can't see my finger. Here we go. Don't have my full setup. So, number one, keep him from LA. Don't let him get another one of these, because the Rams were trying to bid on CMC. And the reason why they went all in is because they wanted to keep him away from Los Angeles and Sean McVay. Otherwise, he'd be a Ram. And he'd probably be having his ring as well. So last year, imagine the Rams with CMC and Kyren Williams. Who knows? We would have got somebody else. But anyway, you get the idea. So he comes to the Niners. He's the veteran presence, the big all-star, one of the greatest seasons a running back has had. He is the real deal, great running back, right? He's had injury problems, but all of a sudden, when he's on a great team, he's not hurt as much. But they overuse him in the regular season, right? In the Super Bowl, the man puts the ball on the turf. And you got a second-year quarterback who's playing pretty good, but you need to be the veteran presence and the star to lead the way. Instead, he put the ball on the turf. So in my opinion, he doesn't deserve a raise because he didn't finish the deal. You don't deserve a raise. You play your contract. Daniel Mary's Sports Highlights. Hi, everyone. Happy Thursday. Yes, indeed. Oh, is that your baby? Jim Everett says, super facts thanks to Spygate. That's right, Spygates too. Yes, indeed. Summer 77 says, Roger Craig was a fumble. Well, Roger Craig was a bum. He maybe had 2 good years. Even though that's funny to me, I don't agree with that. Roger Craig was he was a pain in the Rams' butt, just like Eric Dickerson was to them. But he was a great player. That does make me laugh. Jim Everett says, I hate the Celtics. Me too, as a Laker fan. I do too. Carcast saying CNC clears both y'all running backs. Well, let me say this, Carcast. CMC is more seasoned. He's got his full pro body, a man's body. He's been in the league a while. He's really great, one of the best running backs in the league. Kyren Williams is still growing as getting his man body, so to speak. He's going to get bigger. He's going to get stronger. But the man, and he didn't play the full season last year, but he had the most yards per average a game of any running back. He was only a few thousand yards off of CMC's pace, and it was only his first year because he got hurt the first year, but his second official year, he's right on the cusp of CMC production. So I'd rather have Kyren Williams, it turns out. Let's see. Mad Dog says, bang, bang, 49ers. Welcome to the live stream, Mad Dog. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Carcast says, most NFC champ appearances in the NFL. That'd be great if that gave you some more rings. Yes, indeed. Let's see. Jamar says, blame the refs and bring up the 80s. I do want to say one thing. So 5 rings, okay? I want to give props out to to the Niner fans for 5 rings. And we're just going to talk on this real quick. So watch my fingers, right? 5 rings is 5 rings. Don't get me wrong, okay? Now watch this. You see that? Out of those 5 rings, the Niners won 1 in the free agency era. That was in 1994. What I mean by that is the free agents, the rules changed when it came to free agencies, right? So 1994, that team was already built. The 93 free agency era started, but that 94 team was already fully built. So they have 1 of those 5 rings in the free agency era. So yes, they have 5 rings, but only 1 was in the free agency era. You see these 2 banners right here? And yes, 5 is more than 2. You know, we have 2 NFL championships, so 4 championships. But see these 2 banners here? We won multiple championships after 93, which was the free agency era. So we have more rings after free agency era than the Niners do. Plus, we had them even before the Super Bowl era. The Niners have 0. But yes, they have 5 wonderful rings, and you can attribute some of those winning rings to the Rams owner, Carol Rosenbloom, passing away in 1979, right as the Niners and Bill Walsh were coming into the horizon. The Rams had the woman who shall be nameless as the owner. The Rams had some great teams in 85 to 89, 2 championship appearances, but they had the woman who should be nameless going against A. DeBarlo Jr. That wasn't fair because she didn't do what she needed to do to get us the hump. Now, if we had a Stan Kroenke or a Carol Rosenbloom at owner right in John Robinson's heyday with Eric Dickerson getting Jim Everett, drafting Jim Everett, we would have shored up that line. We would have got some more weapons for them. It would have been different, but it is what it is. So, you know, but props on those 5 rings where 1 is only after the free agency era. Still counts. They're still great, but only 1 came after the rules changed. And only because that team was also built before the 93 team. That they only added a few players after that. True Lucas says, "Oh, Rudy, what is up with Kyren Williams? Is he back to his old tricks again? He's got any injuries, not minor, but he's got an injury that will keep on OTAs. Not a big deal. At least Blake Corum will get more reps. He'll be fine, but it is frustrating though." Robert Cunningham says, "They're going to be tailgate this year." Yeah, great comment. So tailgating in the games, yes. But that leads me to this, and this, and I know that's not what you're talking about. So the Rams announced, I told you I'd bring it to you, and I on my community post on Twitter X, the Rams announced that The training camp is going to be at La Loyola Marymount University. So LMU. So that's where you'll be able to see our guys in training camp. And I brought it to you, told you I would. And so there it is. It's a temporary thing. So we'll see what happens with that. And then also too with the 2024 rookies, we had a couple of legends visit them. Steven Jackson, SJ39, and Eric Dickerson visited the 2024 rookies. They were talking with them at the Rams' amazing draft house. Amazing. That's what we were talking about this franchise. I mean, an Eric Dickerson, a Steven Jackson. I mean, down on the Marshall Faulk, but in this case, these two fellas came down to the Rams draft house and there's Fisk getting his grub on. And, the guys were looking on, they were listening. There's Jared Verse. And, amazing that you can, the Rams can have some of the greatest players to ever live, play for them. And anytime you have guys like this talking to the rookies and young guys, it's always great. And then there's Eric Dickerson. Remember, he was traded when the woman who shall be nameless was owner, right? That was one of the reasons we were talking about the Niners got them 5 rings. Yeah, when you trade an Eric Dickerson, that's like when the Cowboys would trade an Emmitt Smith, and then they try to win a ring without Emmitt Smith. So that's what happened. But the Rams still got to the championship game even when they traded Eric Dickerson. But there's Eric Dickerson enjoying the draft house, talk to the guys, look at the spread, and he's probably saying, boy, this is a different time, They spared no expense, like from Jurassic Park, doing that stuff. So, and then check out this hoodie. Inglewood, California, the Los Angeles Rams, home of the Los Angeles Rams. And also, too, for a lot of people that don't understand what this means, Inglewood, the Rams are in Inglewood, which is right across from the Fabulous Forum where Magic Johnson and the guys won the championships. Right across the street, they're in Inglewood, but Inglewood is in Los Angeles County. That's why we make fun of the Santa Clara crew, because Santa Clara is 42 miles away from San Francisco. They're closer to San Jose. So that's when they said, yeah, but you're Inglewood Rams. Yeah, but that's in LA County. So cool hoodie. The guys are wearing that stuff. Awesome gear. Awesome gear. And there's our guy, Josh Carty. See the front of that hoodie there? There it is, Los Angeles Realm. Welcome to the Los Angeles Rams. Awesome gear. And eat as much as you want, Josh. Get that strength in them legs, some 60-yard bombs. And we got a kicker, baby. We got a kicker. So I love it. Just wanted to bring that to you. But the man of the day is Mr. Aaron Donald. Happy birthday to the GOAT, Aaron Donald. Amazing player. Hopefully he'll be back. It'll be amazing if he does. But in the meantime, we'll get back to talking about the guys that are there now. Doctor says the winners are in shambles. CMC and Ayuk holding out. Oh man, God bless them. As I told you guys before, they always give me this. They always do something to make me do this. They're like the gift that keeps on giving, man. I tell you, despite the regular season success against the Rams, that blows, but they always will do something to make me happy again. And so, that is what that is. And so I have fun with it, man. I have fun with it. All right. Stockton says that's what happens when you whiff when you had the chance. Yeah, I mean last year, check this out. So you have arguably, and they kept posting it in all the websites. The Niners are the number 1 defense. The Niners have the number 1 roster. Brock Purdy stats compared to Kurt Warner. Brock Purdy has better stats than Steve Young. Brock Purdy has better stats than Joe Montana. What does he do? He takes him as far as Jimmy G did without getting paid. And they still couldn't win. I mean, they had one of the better years of injury-free of a team in recent memory. They actually had the NFC Championship game at home, which they could have lost both games. They came in healthy, and then I don't know if Eddie DeBarlo Jr. Rubbed that lamp one too many times and used all the luck, but Greenlaw goes down. CMC fumbles the ball. The not ready for primetime players were added again in the Super Bowl. And I know people don't like the way I'm just blunt with it, but that is what it is. There's only one team that we know in the NFC that wins when it counts, and that's your Los Angeles Rams in the NFC and NFC West, the last team to win the Super Bowl. And we're going to do it with another cast of characters. So there's no way to. I mean, and don't get me wrong, if this was the Rams, right? We had hardly any injuries. Number one in this and number one in that. All these Pro Bowlers and this and that. I would be frustrated. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to be like, well, at least we had a good season. Well, yeah, you did, but you're beyond that now. I mean, Kyle Shanahan's going into his 8th year. Basically, he's the rerun of head coaches trying to win a Super Bowl. He's on the 10-year plan. The Rams will be winning another Lombardi soon before the Niners touch another one. And it's coming. I mean, the Rams possibly have their quarterback of the future in Stetson Bennett. And if they don't, the Rams have shown they can sign a veteran. They can win. Let's say Trey Lance becomes available and Sean McVay whispers in his ear. The Rams can draft a guy, put him under besides Stetson Bennett. There's ways that the Rams can win. Look at the Niners can go to the championship game and the Super Bowl with average quarterbacks or a 7th round pick that is pretty mobile and he's pretty accurate. But he's not in the caliber of a Matthew Stafford or an Aaron Rodgers, a Mahomes. But he is competitive. So if they could do that, then the Rams could do the same thing, except these guys know how to win. Jim Abbott says CMC wants a new deal after fumbling. That's what I was saying, man. DJ Funny says, Rudy, do you watch any other Rams podcasts like Rams Bros or Jake Ellenbogen or House of Horns? I do. I kind of watch them all. Jake Ellenbogen is my dude. I like him. The Rams brothers are cool too. Rams House TV on Instagram. They're funny. They crack me up. They're cool dudes. My guy, Rams House. My guy, Payo, my Canadian brother. Yes, I do. There's a lot of great Ramsaholic, new guy, pretty good too. Great question. Doctor says our Dodgers looking kind of shaky. Baseball is such a long season, though. Yeah, they lost 2 in a row. We're up in arms. Yes, indeed. Tracy, my guy Tracy says Stockton CMC is getting married right about now. That's why he's not in camp. Oh, okay, good information. So that makes sense. There's my guy John J. What up, Rudy? Also, Fernand fans are in your chat. Yep. They come in from time to time. As long as they behave and we're all good, we're all getting along. We're good. We're good. It's just it's just football. Like I've told people before, if you're a Niner fan and your house is burning and you're in trouble, I'll go save you. But then I'll tell you the Niners suck. It's just the way it is. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Fernando versus Rudy, don't lie to the chat. I heard you like the South. No, I tell Wayne Breezy. Wayne Breezy, you got the 2 of the worst teams you could have picked, man. The Niners and the Celtics. Besides that, you're a good guy. Stockton says the Niners are finished. It's hilarious. Yes, indeed. JR says, we're going to have to pay Kyren Williams. Yeah, you're going to have to pay him, but if he keeps healthy. Now, I like Kyren Williams. He can't be getting hurt. We can't have that. But this man here is going to prove some Blake Corum. They're going to be a hell of a 1-2 punch, man. I'm just telling you. I'm telling you, man. These guys, listen. Imagine this. You have a Matthew Stafford. Let me get into this. You have a Matthew Stafford, and forget that I'm a Ram fan, guys, that aren't Rams in the chat, that are Ram fans in the chat, Niner fans. Forget that I'm a Ram fan for a second. We all understand that Matthew Stafford is a gunslinger. He can take over a game even at this age, right? He can lead you in fourth quarter comebacks to win the game, right? He showed that in the Super Bowl run, right? He's one of the better quarterbacks in the league still, right? Imagine if you protect him, okay? Now imagine if you have a running game and you make his job easier. And it's almost going to be not fair. And so that's why my guy, Colin Coward, I don't agree with everything everybody says, but this guy hits it right on the nose. Check this out again. And I show his clips a lot here, but check this out again. Hold on 1 second. Here we go. Take it
I
away,
was
Tom.
thinking of this, J-Mac, and this. So if I judged quarterbacks, I'm not even going to give you the AFC. I won't even count Mahomes, Herbert, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, Trevor Lawrence. I'm going to get out of that one. I'll just count the NFC. And if you paid quarterbacks based on ceiling, what is the best version potentially of themselves? They get decent protection. They've got a weapon or two. The best version of themselves. I'm not counting the AFC. I'll take the best guys out. Because a lot of people think the best are Mahomes, Burrow, Allen, Lamar Jackson. Throw them out. Aaron Rodgers, over there, won't count him. Tua, won't count him. So just the NFC quarterbacks, if you paid people on ceiling, I'm not paying you for a high floor. Kirk Cousins has been overpaid mostly. High floor, low ceiling. So here's how I would rank the NFC quarterbacks, J-Mac, on highest ceiling. When they've really the best version of themselves. I think Stafford is number one. I would have said Aaron Rodgers for years and years in the NFC. I would say Stafford, protection, weapons. I've seen him win a Super Bowl. I've seen him carry a team.
That's the criteria. Now listen, like we were going back with my guy Niners, sticking this bet though. I misunderstood him, and that kind of made the phone calls longer, the argument. So I misunderstood him. I think he still said that Brock Purdy was a better quarterback than Matthew Stafford. But no, what he was saying was he had a better season stat wise. Yeah, because he just did. He had a good season. But when he's the eye test, when you see the throws where Matthew Stafford's throwing guys wide open, he lobs it to the corner as a guy's blitzing in. He's keeping the linebacker held over here and then throws it over here. The comebacks. Matthew Stafford is the best quarterback in the NFC, period. I'm just going to say it like that. And then he can go over and beat a Burrow. He can go and beat a Mahomes. He's still one of the best quarterbacks. We're glad to have him. We're thankful to have him. And that is what it is, man. There's no arguing how great Matthew Stafford is still. So, yes, indeed. Jumper says, I'm a long-suffering Toronto Blue Jays fan. That's okay, man. I always stick with your team. I love it. Remember, since 1994 was Mickey Ring. And also, too, about 1994, you do what you have to do to win, right? I was getting a smirk on my face every time Niner fans, well, the Rams bought their Super Bowl. We got OBJ, we got Von Miller, right? And I'm like, well, do you guys forget that Steve Young couldn't beat the Cowboys? So they went over and they snagged Deion Sanders so they can help them beat the Cowboys? I mean, that they didn't buy a Super Bowl there because if you remember, as great as Steve Young is, he is a Hall of Famer. He could not get off the snide and beat the Cowboys in the championship game. They were 0-2 before they got that last one in 94. And because Deion Sanders was there now. And it still could have went the other way. It was a good game. But yes, that's why I was you're a young Niner fan. You don't remember. That's why you say that. I mean, the players get paid. You get players to get you over the hump. Otherwise, you're like the woman who shall be nameless in the late 80s, and you just leave the team stagnant. Guys retire, you don't replace them. Things like that. DJ Fono says, quick question, Rudy. If you had to F the picks and go all in, what players would you get or would you trade to go all in? Woo. Was presently constructed this team. It's always an edge rusher, then get you over the hump. That's a great question. An edge rusher. Maybe an interior defensive lineman. Maybe a receiver. They get you but we don't really see the way the team is constructed. We have good talent all around now, and it's young, so it's hard. But usually, an edge rusher. to help us, help these young guys, like a specialist. Yep, I remember the Blue Jays used to be really good. Zipper says, "Do you remember? They haven't done anything since." Let's beat a hat trick and run it back. Yeah, we can do that, Dave. We can do that. We'll get something going. Skyman says, "Is the OTAs? Is the OTAs for Ramelia? OTAs for Ramelia? The OTAs guys are Let's see. Did I have my clip here? Oh, I don't have it. Okay, that's okay. Guys are doing well in OTAs. It's just like a light practices, just getting some workouts in with your teammates. The thing that sucks is that Kyren Williams is hurt, but it's okay to get Blake Corum. Get him acclimated to everything. What's up, Manuel? What is going on? How you doing, brother? Appreciate you coming in, brother. Appreciate you. We're talking about Aaron Donald. Happy birthday, Aaron Donald. Tribe says, Rudy, my brother. How you doing, man? Appreciate you, Tribe. Yes, indeed. And let's get into Aaron Donald. The players talking about congrats to Aaron Donald on his birthday and how great a player he was, joining the Rams legends, soon to be first ballot Hall of Famer. Cool little clip. Hold on. Let's get to this right here. Here we go. And here we go. Hold on. That's not it. Here we go.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congrats. I just want to congratulate you on the Hall of Fame career. It's been a blessing and a privilege to work and play alongside you the last handful of years.
I love you, man. World champs for life.
It was such an honor to share the field with you. It was a whole lot better when I was on your side of things.
None of us have been in the position that we're in without you and what you contributed to our careers.
Welcome to the Legends Club, brother. I'm proud of you.
Just what you exemplified, your consistency, your work, how you've gone about your business, without having to say much, but showing the right way to play this game.
You're the best to ever do it, and it's not even close.
I'm super appreciative of your example.
The game is lucky to have a player and a person like you, man.
Wanted to congratulate you on a wonderful Hall of Fame career.
Congrats on all your hard work and earned success. Enjoy retirement.
Aaron, may your days ahead be greater than the days past. God bless.
I'll never forget watching you as a rookie outwork everybody on the team. That's when we knew you were going to be special.
I've been looking up to you for many years. Your game, your play, and even how you interact with your family, dog. I look up to that and I honor that, dog.
The Rams are going to miss you. I'm going to miss watching you play myself, but you gave us great joy. But thanks for being a Ram, and thanks for being as great as you are, and enjoy your retirement.
What a hell of a career. Extremely proud of you, bro. Dog, work forever, baby.
And there it is, Aaron Donald. Happy birthday, my brother. I appreciate you. And so there it is. I mean, just look at the players that are there. Steven Jackson, Torrey Holt, amazing Cooper Kupp, and just recent guys, Matthew Stafford, and old school guys, Isaac Bruce, E.D., Eric Dickerson. Just amazing, man. Yeah, and Aaron Donald adds his names to the list of amazing Ram legends. And how can we not forget about this? There it is, and on that, the Rams did a video about our guy Aaron Donald. Let me see if I have it here. Hold on. There we go. 99 reasons. Hold on, it's loading. Here we go. We'll wait for that to load. And while we wait for that to load, let's get into McVay. And he's making a joke, and I know he is. I know he is, because he's like, loyal Marymount. What are the Saints doing in our old training camp? Why can't we go over to facility, Woodland Hills. You already know, but check the way he talks about the Loyola Marymount training camp facility. Here
Training camp will be at Loyola Marymount this year. So excited about that, Gary, aren't you? But, it's been a great last couple years. Being at, UC Irvine, they've done a great job. Really, what it had to do with is there's some specific parameters in terms of the allotment of time and then just the transitional deals. It was going to be a little bit easier at Loyola to accommodate some of the meetings and walking through and practice within the confines of the CBA. So couldn't say enough good things about UC Irvine, and then looking forward to being at Loyola Marymount. We'll continue to figure out the exact dates and things like that. But other than that, I'll take you guys' questions. Coach.
You can tell. I mean, Gary or Loyola Marymount. It is what it is, man. Hopefully, we'll be able to go to Woodland Hills. Hopefully, they'll fix those. Just so you guys know, the new training facility, we automatically assume that Ram fans can go there. We can check them out there at the new training facility. They can still practice and do that stuff, but according to the people around the area, they don't want traffic there, and they got to smooth things up with the city officials. And it's still going to be there. The headquarters is going to be there. It's still going to be the training facility when it's finished all the way. But we were hoping that we could be there. So hopefully they'll iron that out. Maybe Stan Kroenke can make a nice donation to the city of Woodland Hills, and that we can be able to enjoy the Woodland Hills facility. We will see. We'll see what happens with that. And as we wait for this to queue up here, this video, here we go. And so happy birthday, Aaron Donald. And so the Rams wanted to do a video on appreciative of Aaron Donald on his birthday. Here we go.
Pressure again. And a sack for Aaron Donald. Thrown down by Aaron Donald. Will not miss. Aaron Donald. Where? He said he's the best defensive player in the National Football League, and I'll say it again. He is the best defensive player, maybe the best player in the National Football League, number 99, Aaron Donald.
Yeah. Look, we gon' make it. Push through, too cool, they can't take us. Break rules, you know we don't want they afraid of. Afraid of, afraid of, afraid of, afraid of, afraid of. Ain't no stopping us, we do the impossible. Yeah. Ain't no stopping us, we do the impossible. Straight to the top, we're the top dogs and you're not. Too good, never fake it. So close, I can taste it. Yeah. Break through the storm. I know where I'm going. Yeah. Straight to the top. We're the top dogs and you're not. Too real, never fake it. So close, I can taste it. We gon' make it. Push through, too cool, they can't take us. Break rules, you know we don't want they afraid of. Afraid of, afraid of, afraid of, afraid of, afraid of.
Aaron Donald's as good as there is probably ever played in the National Football League at D-line. He's an incredible player, explosive, quick, powerful. It's amazing the production he has even when people are double teaming him and triple teaming him. But he just doesn't, he never lets down.
What makes Aaron Donald so good? No weaknesses. He is an all-the-time player. You know, he's got such a high motor, so he is full go all the time. He is so multiple in the things that he can do, the moves that he can give you, the inside, the outside, the rip, the jump, I don't even have names for all the moves that he can do to get to the quarterback. You cannot block him with one guy. He's just that good a player. He's such an impact player. He can change a game. I don't know if I've ever seen anybody like him.
Pressure is picked up the middle. Allen is going to get thrown down in midfield. It looked like the ball may have come out. Aaron Donald got to him, and the Rams have a takeaway.
It goes on longer than that, but I just wanted to, we love Aaron Donald, man. God bless him. The man, listen, as great as he was, of course, that's why we love him. But the man just worked his ass off every year, trying to get better. Just he was a leader by what he did on the field. Not so much a verbal leader till later on. Von Miller helped him with that, but help him open that up. But amazing. And there was a question here that I really liked. And what's up, my guy, Monster? Monster, appreciate you, brother. One Kelly Round, appreciate you, brother. Thank you guys for coming in. We got Manuel's there too. God bless you. Thank you guys. There was a comment here I wanted to go over. Let's see. Zupper 77 says, who was the best running back? Best Rams running back, Eric Dickerson or Marshall Faulk? Woo! I'll say it like this. Both were great. Eric Dickerson could catch out of the backfield, but he didn't have the chance in the way the Rams ran their offense. He didn't have the chance to do it like Marshall Faulk. Marshall Faulk was seemingly a better all-around player. And so I would say this, a pure running back, I would give it to Eric Dickerson, a guy that you can just run the ball right, run the ball left, run up the middle. You get stopped, boom, 50-yard touchdown. Right? Amazing. He wears as the game went, he got to get stronger. Marshall Faulk, he can go home, he can take it to the house, 50, 30 yards, whatever it is. He's got the Barry Sanders moves. He can catch the ball. High football IQ was off the charts. So I would say it's a flip of the coin, pick them depending on your offense. And but they're both amazing, man. It's like saying which eye do you like better? Which eye would you like to see out of better if you had to take one away? I like them both. So like I said, the Rams will win it all again this year if Stafford's healthy. Y'all heard it here first. I believe that too, man. There's no reason why we can't get to the NFC. Once we get there, all we got to do is get there. Just like to win the lottery, you got to buy a ticket. To win the Super Bowl, you got to get in there. Listen, with these young guys learning all the way through, you saw what we did last year to the Ravens. You saw what we did the first game against the 49ers. We just couldn't finish the deal. A pop-up off the hand when we were driving again. These guys, the way it ended was perfect because they got a taste of it, and then we got a bad taste in our mouth because they didn't call those calls against Matthew Stafford getting hit twice late, and then the call against Puka grabbing the jersey at the end. We have a bad taste in our mouth. So that's fine. So we got out of the playoffs. It wasn't fine then, though. I was pissed, but now they have a little something stuck in their craw now. They're out for blood now. They don't want to end the season like that again. So I'm ready for it. Michael says, "Hey, the Romilly, what it up? Well, what's up, brother? Appreciate you so much." David says, let's bet a hat on running back for week 3. Sounds good, man. I got to find out with Niner. Maybe I'll bet both of you guys, but I got to find out. Beto had already said that maybe we'll do him. Maybe I'll bet him. We'll see, man. We'll see. But we can probably work out something. Appreciate you, brother. Let's see. Summer 76. Sean McVay is a fantastic coach. He's got the Rams to 2 Super Bowls in 5 years. He's an amazing coach, man. There's no coach is perfect, but this guy, the team believes in him. The guy takes the sword, so to speak, for players. He always blames himself. You ever see him? I take responsibility for that. But I didn't get guys in position to be successful, et cetera, et cetera. C Perspective says, so 2 questions, Rudy. Now that the Niners guys made me find your channel, so how do you have 6 titles when you have 2 Super Bowls? 6 titles? No, nobody ever said that. That is 1999 fluke because you were a tackle away from losing. Thank you for coming in, YTC. So one thing is nobody ever claimed to have 6 titles. The Rams are multiple Super Bowl champions in 99 season and 2021. And then they won 2 NFL championships pre-Super Bowl merger in 45 and 51. They won 2 championships for Los Angeles. an NFL championship in 1951, the first pro franchise to win an NFL championship in California, period, in Los Angeles as well. 1951 LA Rams. And then the Rams won a second championship for Los Angeles, the only NFL team to do that, not the Raiders. Raiders never did that. The Los Angeles won a Super Bowl for the team, and they both did it at home. The 1951 Rams won at the Coliseum in 1951, their home then, and then they topped it off with at SoFi Stadium, aka SoFly Stadium, winning the championship at home again. So the second time they won it again at home, Inglewood, LA County. So the Rams have 4 NFL championships. 2 of them were Super Bowls and 2 of them were NFL championships. Not 6. I don't know where you got 6. So that's that. That's that. And 1990 was a fluke. Well, no, you can actually say that. There's close games. The Titans were a great team. They had they were playing. What would happen is the Rams were running all over them, and then when they got in the red zone, they didn't score. And that's why the game was close. But if you look at the stats, I mean, Kurt Warner, like 400 and some yards passing, and it was just an amazing. But no, you could say it might be a fluke if the Greatest Show on Turf didn't go to another Super Bowl, and they were an Ozakim fumble away in the playoffs from going to a third Super Bowl. They would have probably won back-to-back Super Bowls. They probably would have lit up the Ravens, as good a team as they were when the Giants played them, because the Rams would have went through anyone in the NFC if they could have got by the Saints. But no, it wasn't a fluke because it's a close game. What can you do? They won it. But yeah, so the Rams did leave rings on the table. The Rams did go to since 1994. The Rams have gone to 4 Super Bowls. They won 2 of them. Okay, so imagine, Niner fans, how you would be feeling if if it wasn't for Tom Brady. You can say Spygate or whatever for the 2001, and then Jared Goff missed a couple of deep throws, and Todd Gurley was banged up, not his same self as 2018, and Cooper Kupp didn't even play. But the Rams could be sitting here with 4 Super Bowls and 2 NFL championships. We would have won the last 4 Super Bowls between the 2 franchises if it wasn't for Tom Brady. But that happens. There's nothing to keep your head down when you lose to one of the better quarterbacks ever to play in the NFL. It's not like we lost to a Joe Flacco in the Super Bowl. You guys lost to Mahomes twice, so I guess that you guys got a feeling what that feels like. But no, nobody ever said the Rams have 6 Super Bowls. What we're saying is they have 4 NFL championships, 2 of them Super Bowls and 2 NFL championships. All right. Chris Schroeder says, "What's up, Rams host? How you guys doing? Appreciate you." Well, what's weird about this, Mad Dog says, Rams are just like Cowboy fans. No, okay. So on this, Mad Dog, so I say it like this: Ram fans, okay. So let me just give you some insight. Okay, Ram fans already know this, especially OG Ram fans. When the Rams were in Southern California in 1979, their owner, Carol Rosenboom, passed away. That's the year they were playing the Steelers in the Super Bowl. That's the year that I, as a kid, became a Ram fan, right? As we got into the 80s, Bill Walsh era Niners were on their horizon. The woman who shall be nameless, his wife, took over the team, and they had great teams during the years, but they couldn't get over the hump. Okay, and I say that because when she ended up moving the team after the 89 championship game to St. Louis, her hometown, and that left a lot of bad blood. And then when they won the Super Bowl, she said something like, "See, I told you," or they're holding Lombardi, that was the right move. Instead of saying, "Ram fans around the world, this Super Bowl is for you," she kind of rubbed us the wrong way. So guys like me and old school Ram fans, don't forgive her for that, taking our team. May she rest in peace still, though. But so when the Rams came back, there's a lot of fans that passed away, from the guys of Roman Gabriel, Fearsome Foursome days that watched them at the Coliseum, or a lot of fans that they didn't follow the Rams anymore when she made that comment or when they left. And so a lot of teams in California, as you know, there's fan bases of all over. I mean, you got Niner fans that are / Dodger fans. They'd be like beat LA in the SoFi Stadium when they play the Rams, but then they'll go to Dodger Stadium with the Niner hat on and they're saying go LA. They're confused. But that's just the way that goes. So when you say that Ram fans are like Cowboy fans, we say that Niner fans are like Cowboy fans because they both can't win a Super Bowl no more. Except the difference between a Niner fan and a Cowboys fan or franchise is the Cowboys are the number one valued franchise in the NFL, period. The Niners are like 9th or 10th, okay? Even with the 5 Super Bowls. The Rams, as they return to Los Angeles, are the 3rd most valued franchise in the NFL, behind the Cowboys and the Patriots, and then come the Rams. So just to educate you, and I know you don't see this anywhere else, the Rams franchise is valued more than the 49ers franchise. So that's why we call you our red cap little brothers. Even though you beat us in the regular season, aka the regular season champs, you can't win a Super Bowl no more. And your team is in a small market, Santa Clara, and they're worth less than the Rams. So that's why we say that Niner fans are like the Cowboys, except they're like the Temu version because their franchise is like 10th wealthiest or valued. If that sets the record straight. Stockton says, oh, by the way, too, Eric Dickerson spoke very well on this topic. Hold on. When he was talking about Niner fans and their annoyance when it comes to being very arrogant and stuff like that. Do I still have it here? If not, it's okay. Here we go.
Could not happen to a better bunch of guys. Matter of fact, I can't stand the 49ers. I talked to my friend Harvey. The fans is what make you don't want to pull for them also. So because my friend Harvey, he played for the Eagles. And he said, and I told him, he said, man, I'm kind of pulling for the 49ers, I said, okay. So he called me this morning. He said, man, you're right. He said, they have the most arrogant fans of all. He said, they talking all this noise. We sitting down, they stand up in front of him. He was at a tailgate. He said, they are the worst. He said, I started pulling for Kansas City. I said, I know. I said, see, those fans.
So there you go. And half the time, too, like you see the Niners take over this stadium or that, the fans, half of them are in their early 20s or late 20s. And like, you didn't even see one of those Super Bowls, talking about 5 Super Bowls. That's like bragging about your dad's girlfriend. That's not your girlfriend. That's your dad. Those are your daddy's Niners. Those ain't your Niners. Get out of here. Anyway, back on track. I don't mind enlightening Niner fans when I get a chance, though. If you notice, DJ Photo says, "Welcome round, Ramley." Yes, indeed. You guys don't forget. Hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Stockton says, Aaron Donald comes back after the bye week. You heard it here first. Love it, man. That'd be amazing. Zupper 77 says, how many years did Aaron Donald play? 10 years, I believe it was, right? I believe it was 10 years. Yep, Stockton got it right there. Jim Harris says, Kittle loves the Bud Lights. Let's go Niners, beat the loud. Ultimate Niners report says. 49ers Ultimate report says. Zupper says, Donald could play a few more years if he really wanted. No, he's got at least a good 3 years left in him. But the passion's not there. He's going to spend time with his family. Let him recharge his batteries because he's going to get this, if he does come back, even if it's for 2 years. If he does come back, I'm going to tell you this. It's not just for 1. It's going to be for 2 years. DJ Funny says, bang, bang, Escaler gang. Y'all heard it here. Michael says, nice seeing some St. Louis Ram fan legends too. Rams need to show them more love. He'd want the fan base on both cities. Yeah, that's exactly right. So even though we do talk about Southern California because the Rams are back, the Ramelian St. Louis is there. They were wonderful. They were great fans. It's never a fan's fault when the team leaves. So they're part of the Ramelia as well. Don't get me wrong. They were great fans, even though we kidded each other when both teams got the team. But yes, indeed. It's okay. As long as we just keep it PC, Skyman says, Ramelia, did you see Cooper Kupp and Julian Edelman talk? I think I saw something, but I didn't see it myself. I want to watch it. Get on kids says Steelers clear all. Not lately. These Steelers, just like we were talking about the Niners, these Steelers are not your daddy's Steelers. These Steelers aren't even Your uncle Steelers. I'm not talking to you personally, but just Steeler fans in general. These Steelers, they're going to be better, but they've been horrible, man. Even Tomlin has looked mortal. This might be his first losing season. Let's see. Rams for life. LBI says my Rams flight came in today. My brother, let's go Rams. I love it, man. Props to you, brother. Appreciate you. Rams for life says my favorite players: Isaac Bruce, Marshall Faulk, and Cooper Kupp, and Glock 9. Love it, man. Those are all great players. My guy, One Cali Ram says trolls are welcome as long as they have respect. Yep. That's always right. Big Wig shuts them down on the escalator. Yeah, I mean, it's okay to go back and forth. It's just chat, it's fine, but no personal attacks and crap that has nothing to do with it. 10% says Donald was better than J.J. Watt. They're both great players. I prefer Donald. Yep. Let's see. Mad Dog says, have fun with Jimmy G thing. Jimmy G, well, listen, the difference between the Niners and Rams when it comes to Jimmy Garoppolo is he's a backup. He's just there to keep the team on the tracks if Stafford goes down or to come in a blowout. We didn't make him like the Niners did, the highest paid quarterback, and think that he's going to win a Super Bowl. No, that would be the Niners. But anyway, okay. So anyway, let's get into our guy Sean McVay talking about Cooper Kupp year 2.
What I love about him and really a lot of these other rookies from last year is there's a humility. There was obviously a lot of accolades that came with the production that he had, but that's accompanied with an authentic humility. And he's got such a great example with some of the guys in his room, especially Cooper Kupp. And you could see, I know you guys probably see the workout videos, but when you've got a guy that models the way and sets the tone like that, and Puka has such reverence and respect, I've seen a guy that's really continuing to become even more of a pro, taking care of his body, getting on a more disciplined diet, the way that he's come out here and worked hard, the way that he's just so receptive to coaching, but also, earning that confidence. It's been great. And I feel that way about a lot of those other rookies that you guys know we've talked about, but, he understands the work works. We talk about a growth mindset a lot, Sarah, and I think he's epitomized that in addition to a lot of our other players.
Yes, indeed. And props to you, LAC2, in front of 70,000 at the Coliseum. Yes, indeed, brother. Thank you for coming in. I'm skipping down because I fell way behind in the in the chat. LAC2 says the Rams hosted the 49-51. I forgot about the 49 hosted. Forgot to look that one up. Awesome, man. And the 1955 annual championship games at the Coliseum. Love it. OG, yes, indeed. Love that. The other thing too is I want to say this. That those okay, like when people say, well, that was pre-NFL, whatever, right? Yeah, that is true. We're acknowledging that. But you're telling me that Jim Brown, Bob Starr, great players of the era like that, Crazy Legs Hirsch, Norm Van Brocklin, Bob Waterfield, on and on and on. Those guys weren't greats. I mean, they still show the records. Hey, this guy broke this record of 1945 or whatever. The Rams were the darlings of Hollywood. It would be on the Bob Hope Show, Fearsome Foursome. We're always doing talk shows, the Tonight Show, stuff like that, or the Jack Benny Show, rather. Stuff like that. You had who was it? Deacon Jones on the Brady Bunch. Just amazing team, man. Amazing franchise. LAC2 says the Coliseum was also the site of the first NFL AFC Championship game in 1967, an event renamed the Super Bowl. Love that, man. Love it. Thank you for bringing in your knowledge, my brothers. Super 77 says, I remember the Rams and Bears, the title game 85. Yeah, man. Basically, Dieter Broderick, Derek Dickerson carried the Rams to the NFC Championship game with the 5'9" quarterback who was past his prime, tried his best, Dieter Brock. And the Rams were constantly looking for a quarterback, man. Yes, indeed. NFL Championship game took place in front of 695 fans at the Coliseum, Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, 1955. The last I think. Love it, man. Love it. Let's see here. Tony Corn says the Chokers LMAO, 3 Super Bowls in 10 years and won 0 of them. Tony Corn says Santa Clara Niners don't even play in San Francisco. Stockton says Rombo is the punk for letting fake Ramita talk about. Yeah, that should that part I haven't seen myself, but you've shown me pictures. That should happen in no chat. Doesn't matter who it is. Yeah, they're just so you guys know. Again, we've talked about it. There's an imposter that goes on and with my username, and they argue, and it's not even they're arguing with that person. It's not even me. Thank you, my guy Tribe. As for life, LBI says, y'all 49er fans are trolls and y'all lost to the 49ers twice. Is that the same Kansas City Chiefs that Jared Goff beat them at the LA Coliseum 54-51? Trey Lance, I haven't been there in a while. That's the fake one, man. I haven't been there in a while. Let's see. But yeah, just so you guys know, though, too, I do want to set the record straight for you guys that haven't been here. In Rombo's chat, for the person that goes in there with my username and avatar is not me. It's a fake guy. Don't know how YouTube allows that, but that's not me. I don't talk about anything except for football. They go on and say all kinds of dumb stuff. It has nothing to do with football. That is not me. Just so you guys know, in case you didn't know. All right, guys. So we're gonna call it a night. Thank you guys for coming in. I do want to show you something that I saw. It has nothing to do with football, but I thought it was funny. And there's one mean part. It has to do with Star Wars. Just real quick. I don't know if I should show this. It has some music in the background. I wish I could mute it. Well, let's look at our quarterbacks real quick.
Matthew, he's tough as nails.
Confident, gifted.
He is a freaking killer.
All right, let's just do it. Okay, here we go. The Jabba the Hutt guys messed up. They shouldn't have did that to him. Here you go. Just check this out, guys. Look at your screens when you get a chance. Here we go.
Star Wars.
All right. I ran across that. I got a kick out of it. But yes, indeed, I hope everyone has a great night. Thank you for joining me. Appreciate you guys. Look for the lives more often. Appreciate each and one of you guys. And but thank you guys. Much love. Today's Thursday. We'll probably be back on Sunday or Monday. Look for the alerts, and we'll leave you with one of my favorite little clips here that I like to do when we sign off. Yeah. Here we go.
Bang, bang, Yeller Gang! Bang, bang, Yeller Gang!
All right, guys. So I hope everyone has a great night. As we always say, may the humility be with you. And on up. Still the last team to win the Super Bowl in the NFC West, baby, in the NFC. Later, guys.